Good morning, everybody. My name is Bricky. I apologize that this video is out a day late. Let's just say that my weekend was very busy. There was a lot going on, and I wasn't quite able to get this video out in time. In case any of you, well, I'll preface this with a few things. The background footage is, of course, my newfound addiction. You know what it is. I'm running some strikes. Simple stuff. It's Tuesday in which I'm recording this, and that's what the background footage will always tend to be, is just your boy running some strikes and being a dingus. You know, I'm a Titan player. I gotta be a dingus. It's kind of like my mantra. Past that, however, side note, my leg hurt because I was at the SoCal Open all last weekend. And that's kind of the main reason I wasn't able to make a video, is that I went to a major Warhammer tournament over this last weekend. And because of that, if you don't know anything about Warhammer tournaments, they tend to be around 6 games. And of those 6 games, you are standing for a majority of it, and each game is around 3 hours. So you're standing for about 9 hours, 2 days in a row. And, you know, normally, you think of it like retail or fast food where you're on your feet for 8 hours that day as well. It's also, that's also quite a bit, but there's also a whole lot of like bending over to move your models around, and also just like the mental tax of constantly talking and remembering things and figuring stuff out, and it's quite tiring. So naturally, the 2 days took a lot out of me, both carrying around my army, moving stuff, placing stuff, thinking really hard, standing around. So, but overall, it was a fantastic experience. But yeah, I was pretty gassed on Sunday, and I still had other things to do, both work and move wise. So I'm actually finally getting around to getting this done and prepared for today, which is good that I'm actually able to, do that. But at the same time, damn it, has it been some time? Has it been a weekend? And has it been a long while between both, video production, moving, and different kinds of Warhammer tournament stuff. So it's been a lot, but this morning I feel better. I had myself a delicious breakfast. We're talking rice, salmon, zucchini. Feels pretty good. Decided to season that bad boy with some lemon pepper. Thought it was a pretty good idea. Turns out it was a pretty good idea. A little less so on the zucchini. I think I'll go with more of like a garlic combined with the usual salt and pepper thing next time. But the lemon pepper on the salmon, amazing, excellent choice. Loved it. Then, got myself my coffee, and here I am recording the video. Let me tell you a little bit about the SoCal Open. Some of you this might just go right over your heads. Some of you might have no clue what the hell I'm talking about, but basically for the Warhammer tournament, it was down in the Del Mar Fairgrounds. It was called the SoCal Open. It's one of the largest tournaments in the state, I believe. Had 177 players. 177 players from all walks of life, all walks. Some came from all the way out in, Montana and Canada, some from Europe. I just chose north areas and also other areas. Plenty from Europe, because there always is. People coming around from all different kinds of places. It was really fun. And your boy brought his Sisters of Battle. I brought a list revolving around the Sacred Rose and Miracle Dice Generation for the secondary, A Leap of Faith. And I did pretty amazing day 1. Fought 3 opponents, as mentioned. My first opponent was playing Chaos Knights. Second one was playing Admech. And the third one was playing, what was it? Oh yeah, Chaos Space Marines. And all 3 of those games, I ended up winning. I won by the Imperial Knight guy by about 10 points, beat the Admech guy by about 25 points, and beat the Chaos Space Marine guy by about 3 points. That was a very close game, but it was a ton of fun. I had an absolute great time that first day. And then the second day came around, and I fought Orcs, and then Tyranids, and then Admech again. The Orc game was against a gentleman who won. His name was Logan. He actually won the event using something called Free Buddha's Orcs, and he basically tabled my entire army on turn 2 and killed everything I ever knew and loved, and then fucked my wife. That ended up with him beating me with 100 points to 31. And then game 2 was against Nids. That was probably the highlight of the entire tournament. It came down to the final shooting phase of the final unit of the final round of the final turn for him, in which all he needed to do was land a single wound on one of my characters with his biovores with a mortal wound. And if he pulled it off, he would end up winning by 2 points. And he rolled a 5, which is what he needed. And he got the wounds and he beat me by 2 points. Was an absolute gem of a game. Great opponent. Loved that one. And then the final game was against Admech. That one was a little less fun. Fine opponent, but it was 4 Admech planes, and I lost 64 to 80 something or something like that. So that was a stressful game. I was kind of crawling my way back the whole time, and freaking Admech flyers are very difficult to deal with. And he got turn 1. So overall, it was basically 3 wins in the first game, 3 days for 3 losses in the second day. I will admit the overall, I was pretty good on the overall balancing of the game early 9th edition. The changes were great. Back when only Necrons and Space Marines had a codex, it was very fun. Things were flavorful. And then as some codexes were added, things were still pretty okay. I think problems arised roughly around the Drukhari codex. Once that arrived, things started going downhill, and downhill fast. Everything else before that, a lot of them were good. Like the Space Wolves and Blood Angels one they're okay. But the Marine one was good. The Necron one is kind of going down a bit now. But at the time, it was a huge glow up. And they're still better than they were, because they used to be like a D tier army. It was really sad. And then you're still having some Orc play even before their codex, and Harlequins were doing good. Dark Angels, we've got a great codex. Death Guard, I think, is probably one of the best codexes in the entire damn game. It's so good. It's fluffy, flavorful, and fun and strong at the same time. And then Drukhari came out, and that was rough. And then Admech, I think Admech came out, or maybe it was Sisters after that. The Sisters Codex is up there with the Death Guard Codex for one of the best codexes written in this edition, in my opinion. Morven Vol is a bit busted, and that Dominion Rhino Retributor combo is a little bit much. But besides that, I think that the Codex was written pretty exceptionally. There's a lot more bad in the Codex than there is good, yet the Codex places in top tournaments all the time, which is wonderful. I think they're very, very good and very well made. But then came Admech, and then Admech just decided to ruin the entire world. And then came Orcs, and this new Orc list, this Freebooters list, might be the most overpowered thing I have seen in my entire life. Even more than some of the stuff I saw in 7th, even though I think 7th edition was a far inferior game as a game. But if you're curious about the Freebooters list, it was 3 Squig Buggies, 3 Scrap Jets, 3 squads of Bikers, I think 3 Shock Jump Dragsters, 6 Mech Guns, 3 Daka Jets, and a Waz Daka Boom Blaster. It's the flyer. Yeah, it's kind of laughable. The final game that, first and second place players of the entire tournament ended on turn 1. It was Drukhari versus Orcs, the guy that I fought. And the Drukhari guy got first turn, did the best he could, didn't get much done. The Orc player proceeded to kill 1,800 of his 2,000 points turn 1. I think Admech might be a more overpowered codex in general, like the internal balancing is stronger, but Freebooter Orcs is like laughable. I think the buggies and the flyers just all need to get nerfed. Even if you don't run them as freebooters, you run them as, say, Bad Moons, it's like, oh, instead of killing 1,800 points, I killed 1,300 points. Like, it's still over half your army. It's honestly incredibly unfun and sad. The roll for first turn is literally a roll for who do I get to play the game. Which is unfortunate because overall, I would say that the overall balancing of the game is pretty good in other aspects. You take away some of the top stuff, not even like the top list, but even the really strong lists, the AdMech or armies, AdMech, Drukhari, and Orcs. If you run more normal lists that aren't super skewed, they're actually, it feels pretty fair often. You know, a regular old Drukhari list, I don't really have a whole lot of problems with. AdMech, a little less, but it feels pretty solid when everyone's just trying to play just games. But when you get to the top level stuff, it's a total shit show. Total shit show. But I guess that's, well, it's not a good thing, but I guess that's less painful because at least when you play with your friends, so long as nobody is trying to be a power gamer, you'll be able to have a good time, which is good. I'd say it's pretty good. Still, I didn't even have Morphin Vol in my list. I had the Travis St. Catherine and I went 3-3. Felt great. As for everyone else over in the Dice Check world, I believe it was John P's first ever game, or tournament I meant. I think he went 1-5, which is totally acceptable for a first tournament. I literally got last place in my first tournament. Out of like 30 people, I got 30th. So I don't blame him in the slightest. Mark, I believe, I think he went 3-3 as well, which was pretty great. He brought Death Watch with, I think, the double Redemptor, triple Redemptor, and double Volkite Culverin Contemptor build, which I honestly despise fighting, but I totally get it. You know, it's a tournament. And I don't think anyone else Major from Dice Check played. I know Raph did the friendlies, and he went 1-1 because he had a bye. So I guess he went 2-1, but it's 1-1. I don't think anyone else played. Yeah, Matt and Demeki were actually out there helping with the stream because they were streaming some top tables. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, it was good. I had a good time. I had a blast. Things were a lot of fun. I hope I'm not forgetting somebody. I really hope I'm not forgetting somebody. I'd feel so silly if I was. I feel like such an asshole. At least from the Dice Check group, that is. But it was a good time, regardless of some of the difficulties in some of the games. I will be bringing a yoga mat next time I play because it would feel a lot better on my footsies because my feet hurt and my knees hurt and my back hurt like hell. Drinking lots of water, eating lots of vegetables, which they don't really give you a lot of because they give you food trucks like assholes. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Overall, though, it was a pretty great weekend. I'm excited. We're actually going to be starting up the Dice Check tournament in its own right coming up soon. That will be first week of November? I don't really remember. If you guys watch the Warhammer stuff and you don't know, I'm on Dice Check. You can look that up on YouTube. Literally just dice and check. We do a lot of Warhammer content, and it's a lot of fun. Me, Matt, or you know him as Magikarp, etc. It's a pretty good time. And so we're starting our own in-house tournament very soon. I'm taking guard, but we got a good spread. Got some AdMech, got some Orcs, got some Necrons. I think we have some Grey Knights. I think maybe some Dark Angels. I don't remember. I don't know what Meki's running. Maybe he's running Drukhari. Some Tau. Be cool. It would be a lot of fun. I honestly really enjoy playing the game despite its balancing issues. I would say that Freebooter's Orc thing is one of the most disturbingly, horribly overpowered things I've seen ever. I definitely feel like, with the exception of that, I'm not really running into the same jank as back in the day. Like, things are really, really strong, but at least they don't feel strong because they're janky. At least it just feels straight up overtuned. You know, you look at Destiny in the background here right now, right? You look at Destiny, and you look at things that are super overpowered because they're janky. You know, I'm sure Telesto had their days in the sun, and sometimes I feel like Anarchy is a little bit dumb in terms of how the damage operates for that weapon. But then there are some things that are just really strong because they're just straight up overtuned, which for me was Vex Mythoclast. I think it's getting nerfed, or it already got nerfed, but the recent Vex Mythoclast stuff where it just... Or like Shatter Dive. It's just so strong. It's just laughably overpowered. And there's nothing really you could do about it until it gets nerfed or something. So it feels like we're in more of that meta where the things that are super strong is not there because they're just dumb, but the things that are super strong are there because they're just overtuned, and some points adjustments and things of that nature would make it a little bit more acceptable. At least that's what I'm hoping. Granted, you could technically make anything good or bad depending on the point values, but there's, you would prefer to go harder with some rules and things of that nature. I really feel like the book needs to be adjusted. I guess that's what they were trying to do with the whole app, when they made the Warhammer app, so that things like FAQs and stuff could be a little bit easier managed via the app. But even so, having the entire game revolving around a physical book system is not great, because they get FAQs, which is basically their version of a patch, like a week, 2 weeks later. Doesn't take long at all, and then your book is literally outdated within a couple weeks. I like the books for the lore and the art in particular, but besides that, yeah, as a gameplay system, it feels very outdated. I would like, I mean, but then again, the books are really expensive, and they're not going to stop selling the damn books. Of course, they're going to keep selling the damn books. They're going to make money off the damn books, and so they're going to do that, of course. So that's a statement for a different day, I'd say. Other than that, we're still working on movement and moving. I've been packing up a lot of my stuff, and I'm really scared how I'm going to move all these Warhammer figures. It's actually got me really sweating. And I'm obviously going to move myself. No mover is going to touch that stuff. I'm going to very carefully put it on the floor in the passenger side of my car and pray to God I don't get into an accident. And then just kind of carry that stuff up to the new apartment, which will be nice. I'm really glad this place has a gym. I'm probably going to go to it a lot more often now that I have an actual gym nearby. Well, I feel like everybody says that. And then sometimes they do and then they stop, but I want to go a lot more often if I can. It's nice to have a gym there. I don't know how busy it'll be, but it's just nice to have a gym there and a place to run or a stair stepper to use or some free weights to lift. Should be fun. Should feel good. I'll have a good time with it. And then, what's that? The Halloween. Holy shit, that's right. Halloween is coming up. I won't have a fireside until after Halloween, the 1st, I believe, isn't it? It's on Sunday. Oh my God. It's spooky time. Holy shit. Halloween. I'm having a party, I guess. That's the exciting thing I'm having about Halloween. But that just basically means everyone's going to show up in a costume and get drunk. That's what my parties always evolve into. Everyone's drinking a ton. People go in the backyard and just smoke weed, and that's my life. I hope they come late enough so all the trick-or-treaters kind of leave. Because I'd rather not open it up and then just have all these dudes swearing and yelling and falling over drunk as they always do. I actually haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for my costume. I'm running out of time, too. What the hell am I going to do for my costume? I was thinking about doing like Michael Myers on the beach, get like a lei, a Hawaiian shirt, some board shorts, and Michael Myers mask. But I'm probably gonna be walking around a lot, and I'd like to be able to see. I don't really know exactly what to do in that case. Also, the new Halloween Kills movie sucks, so that's not good. Oh my God! Wait a fucking second. I wonder. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have seen the new movie Dune yet. I got an early screening from Twitch, and it's fucking amazing. Blade Runner 2049 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Dune is like Blade Runner, except instead of a character study, it has 30% more stuff happening. I have a couple gripes. Exposition heavy in the beginning, a little quickly paced at the end, and it's basically half a film. But overall, it was still so impressive and gorgeous to look at, and I just absolutely loved watching it. You know, you know what? I want to be the Dune Sandworm. Is there a Dune Sandworm costume? Dune Sandworm. Oh my God! It's the third goddamn option is costume. Are they listening to me? Are they listening to me? Oh no. Oh my God, they have it. Oh my God, they have it. They have a Dune Sandworm costume. Let's fucking go. It's just a giant tube, but let's fucking go. Holy shit. Where can I get this? Where can I get this? Come on. How do I... Holy shit. Wait, come on. How do you... No, I don't even know how to build it. I want to buy it. Pinterest? No, fuck you, Pinterest. You suck ass. Etsy? Shit. I'm not gonna find a Dune Sandworm costume. The Shai Hulud or whatever it's called. God damn it. Come on now. Come on. Why do you gotta do me like this? No, wait, there it is. Sandworm onesie. Okay, that's Beetlejuice suit. Forget that. T Public. Fuck off, T Public. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Oh, they're thinking of the Beetlejuice. Oh. Well, god damn it. I really wanted to be a Dune Sandworm. Can you imagine just have this gigantic onesie and around the neck area you have the mouth? And that's it? You're just walking around this big ass onesie. You know, I bet I could find like a tan beige onesie. And then I could probably make the head on the top, can't I? Get like a circle of PVC pipe, wrap that shit in more cloth, and add a couple like little pointy bits that are obviously not pointy, maybe some felt pointy bits, and wear it like a necklace. Maybe I can make this. God damn it! I'm going for it now. I'm gonna hit down Home Depot today. I'm gonna get some pipe. I'm gonna get some cloth from my fabric store, and I'm going for this. If any of you can find a Dune Sandworm costume that'll ship in like a day, do tell me, because I want this now really badly. This sounds like the perfect concept. Because I don't have enough time to think of something a little bit more intricate. I'd like to do like a Dune outfit, but the Dune costumes are anything that involves like the armor. I can't imagine I can really grab anything particularly great. It would most likely be just some jumpsuits or something a little bit like side base, like Paul Atreides sounds like an interesting suit you could probably get, but it's most likely gonna be very like the still suit, I guess. Maybe I guess you could say the still suits, but past that, I don't know. It's a little bit iffy, you know. Be kind of neat though. There's always some options. I'm sure you could find a pretty good suit for some other stuff. Some of the other Atreides characters. That's a great damn movie. I'm telling you what. That's a great damn movie. I really like that. But they're a little too intricate, and I doubt I'll be able to pull that off. All right, Sandworm fabric. Damn neck thing. I'm ready. I am ready, and I'm gonna be a king. Ow. I pulled a hang skin off my finger and it went farther than it should have. Oh, you know that feeling. You know exactly that feeling when you pull a hang skin off your finger and it goes up a little higher than you want. Ah, it hurts. No, it makes me cringe. Oh, it makes me cringe. I don't like it. Ah. All right. Well, all right. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Pain. Suffering. Wait, who the hell is Cara Dune? Cara Dune cosplay from the Mandalorian. No! Dune, you fuckers! Dune! God damn it! Men hooded robe cloak knight. This is Star Wars! Oh my god. Oh my god. I am pissed. Does eBay have Dune costumes? Dune, Paul Atreides shirt. What the? Oh shit. Harkonnen warrior costume from the 1984 movie. $6,000. All right. Sure. Why the fuck not? Just pay $6,000 for that. Stupid. Oh my god. All right. Oh, my finger hurts. That's it. This Fireside Bricky has not been relaxing. I need a band-aid. I'll show you some pictures of the damn Dune worm. I'm gonna call this episode Lmao Dune Worm. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta put a band-aid on this. I'll see you later. I'll see you next week. It'll be a better one, I promise. I know I say that every time, but